Hi, hello everyone guys. So this is the part 3 of the video of the cell biology. In this chapter we learn the eukaryotic cell. In the previous video I had explained you the prokaryotic cells about that one. And in this eukaryotic today we learned about the eukaryotic cells. It's a very simplest form, so do not miss watch till end of the video. So coming to eukaryotic cells, U means true, karyo means nucleus, true nucleus, which means with the nuclear envelope and the presence of membrane bound organelles. In this addition, eukaryotic cells have a variety of a complex locomotory organs and the cytoskeletal structures, which means microtubules, microfilaments like this one, and genetic material is organized into the chromosomes. So all eukaryotic cells are not the identical. So here plants and animal cells are the different has former processes, cell wall, plastid, and a large central vacuole which are the absent in animal cell. Like that, animal cells have centrioles which are absent in the plant cells, almost in all plant cells. So in animal cell do not contain of vacuole, which means it is only a small. It contains vacuole, but it's in a smaller size. In animal cells have a centrioles which are absent in the plant cells, like this one. Similarities has a differences. Cell membrane. Now coming to cell membrane of the eukaryotic cells, it is mainly composed of lipids and proteins. So major lipids are the phospholipids, which means the phosphorus contains of lipids, which are the layer contains the cholesterol. They are arranged in a bilayer, in a two layer it is arranged, and lipids are arranged within the membrane like it has two membrane. I shown in here the diagram here. So it having a polar head at the outer side and the hydrophobic tail in the inner side, like this one. So ratio of the protein and lipids is the 52% and a 40%. Membrane protein classified depending upon the case of extraction has an integral and a peripheral protein. An integral protein is a lies on the partially or totally bound in membrane, buried in membrane, and a peripheral proteins are lies on the surface of membranes. The model of structure of cell membrane was proposed by Singer and Nicholson, widely accepted as a fluid mosaic model. Fluid mosaic model. So according to this, fluid quasi-fluid of nature of lipid enables the lateral movement of protein within overall bilayer. The ability to move within the membrane has its fluidity. So this statement states that fluid of nature of the lipid is enabled to lateral movements in the bilayer of the proteins, and they have the ability to move within the membrane has a fluidity, has a fluid. That what it calls as a fluid mosaic model. So this is the important and so this is an important and point of view functions like cell growth, formation of intercellular junction for secretion and endocytosis and cell division, etc. So most important function is transport of molecules. So here molecules transported, but having a two types by transporting active transport and passive transport. Active transport means that molecules move across a membrane with the requirement of energy, which means it's a dependent of energy, and the passive transport which not require energy, which means it is an independent. It can move the across the membranes of the molecules. For active transport, example is the sodium potassium pump, and another one is neutral solute may have across a membrane by process of diffusion along the concentration gradient, that is from higher to lower concentration. And movement of water by diffusion is called as a osmosis. Cell wall, it has a function protects the cell from the mechanical damage and infection, which is protecting the cells from the mechanical damages and get the infected, and it gives a cell to cell interaction and provide a barrier. Barrier means it's a compound wall. It's now provided a barrier to the macromolecules. So in algae cell wall made up of the cellulose, galactans and minerals. In plant cell, it is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose, pectins and proteins. Cell wall of a young plant cell. So in this young plant cell, they have three types of a wall, three layer of wall. First one is primary wall, which are capable for the growth and gradually diminishes as it matures. So in the young has a growing now, it's have a primary wall, which is a for is it's only capable for the growth, and when it gets to mature, it will gradually diminishes or it will died, then producing of a secondary wall which is formed on the inner side of the cell. Next, coming to middle, in that middle lamella, it is a made up of a calcium pectate which holds or glues the different neighbors all together, and the cell wall and the lamella are transversed by the plasmacytoid, which means small molecules are crossing the membrane to membrane. That's a cell wall and the lamella is they both between they have a plasmodesmata which connects the cytoplasm of the neighboring cells. So these are the some important topics of the eukaryotic cells. In the next topic of the video, we learn the membrane bound organelles structures and the plasmid reticulum has a chloroplast. So we learned one by one by depthly. So this is the end this chapter. Thanks for the watching. If you like this video, hit the like button and don't miss to subscribe the channel. Please support guys. For the more like this update for this video, stay tuned. I will make sure to provide a video uh, as as much as possible. I will put my video day by day, so please stay tuned for this video and do subscribe for the channel. Share this video to your friends as you are for studying in a 12th or 11th. Please share this video. Thanks for the watching.